Cash Money Morgan and friends. So excited. We're going to have a girly pop vibe tonight. Please welcome the one, the only Hannah and Paige. So excited to have you guys here on my amazing couch from Furniture Row. How do you guys feel? Beautiful night in the Ozarks. How you feeling?
So good.
Yeah, I feel good.
Yeah, like you said. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. Guys, okay, so context of the situation. Shout out to Paige for helping me navigate the camera. Only though we're recording only one tonight. It's okay, CJ. So I was like,
whoa.
Where is that coming? I was like, where is that
Who
coming?
is the man that just entered?
No, that was so good. Like, this is so good. Okay, so for context, Hannah and Paige and I actually have never met. So shout out to girls for trusting each other.
Yay!
Girlhood. So we met, well, we didn't meet, but I saw these shawties at Elwood. Shout out my queen, Sarah. Just did a pod together. We love you, Sarah. Went there to go support Sarah, saw your guys' film, and it was like love at first sight. I mean, I haven't experienced that, except, but I was like, if this
you have now.
was a platonic way, 100%. They basically did a film, and we're going to talk about it, and it was amazing. So, but before we get into that, we need to break down a little bit of who these queens are. How did you get here on this couch? So yeah, when you guys want to start and say, a little bit about yourself, how you got to Springfield, and just, what's your credit score, that kind of vibe.
Yeah, I actually have an okay credit score.
Okay, talk your talk.
Which is shocking. It's very on accident.
Okay.
I'm Hannah Herzog.
Hi, Hannah.
Hi, Hannah.
Hi. I have a problem. Okay, that's what
Also,
that
we're all
sounded
crazy. Like, I have ADHD. I don't know if you guys have ADHD. I just called you a crazy.
Probably.
But this is going to be a balls to the walls pod. But it's going to be so fun.
Yeah.
So definitely, if you need to slow it down, that's on you. But we're going to talk in two speeds.
you're an autonomous person.
Period.
But yeah, I'm Hannah. I am a barista. That's cool.
It is cool.
I like those barista hours because
Yeah.
they're like pretty short shifts. And then afterwards, I can go do film stuff with friends and stuff. And yeah, I guess that's my life.
Yeah, she's like, really,
who I am.
the espresso bean is just what I focus on.
Coffee and film. So cool.
So
Sound
so
pretentious when you say
hipster.
I know.
She's saying, I'm an OG Tumblr girl.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. Are you from Springfield then, or?
I'm from this small town, Granby, Colorado.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm from there, but I've lived here for like 12 years now.
Okay,
Long time.
nice.
So yeah.
Basically a Springfield local.
It's like
Yeah.
I'm like a split,
Right.
Whenever every time we go to Colorado,
It's like CO is in the Instagram bio, but you pretty much went to all the schools here. Okay.
yeah, honestly, that's exactly how I feel. That's a great way to put it.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's kind of the juice.
That's good. Okay, Paige, talk your talk.
Okay, I'm Paige Jones, and I was born and raised in Springfield, so I've never been anywhere else.
But you've traveled.
I've traveled.
Places. Okay,
Yes, definitely traveled. I lived in Oklahoma for so small it doesn't even count.
Okay, all right.
And then I'm a wedding videographer full time,
Very cool.
and I make films for fun all the time.
So cool. So cool.
Yeah.
And these queens, we're gonna get into it, but they basically had a movie. First of all, Sarah, I love Sarah for putting on events like that. We need to grow the culture and vintage of Springfield. That was so fun. Shout out to all the other people that were in them. But when I saw your guys' film, I was like, I'm sorry, I told them, I was like, is this a better version of the Barbie movie? Because this was insane. I felt so relatable. I was like, this is amazing. When are you guys gonna drop this film? Has it dropped already or not yet?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
What? Okay.
The link is on YouTube.
All right.
Yeah.
Right under CO in her bio. The link is in the bio.
The link is in my bio.
Okay. Can I add a snippet to it then to whenever I post this?
Sure.
Okay, because you guys don't understand. It's so good. So let's talk about. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Ladies' room. Wow. Okay.
I was like, what are we about to say?
For not knowing what I was gonna say, you guys.
I thought you were
ate with
gonna say
that.
let's go.
Ladies'
room.
Yeah. She's like wontongs. Okay, so ladies' room. So can we go through like the concept? I mean, obviously there's kind of, what's a ladies' room? I mean, kind of like, but yeah, let's talk your talk.
Yeah, totally. Well, I just feel like I said this kind of before the film, and I was like, this idea came to my head because I just like going out and I like dancing. And seriously, like every single time like I've been out, something happens in the ladies' room at the club. Like, and it's really funny, like some of the moments in the film like happened in real life, but then in the film it was just more like absurdist. Yeah. But like I was in this bathroom one time at this club and I was washing my hands, and this girl like is washing her hands and she goes, "Someone stole my crutches out there." And I literally am at the sink and I'm just like, "Are you serious? Like that happens? Like that's crazy." And she was like, "Yeah, is that not ridiculous?" And then her friend came up and was like, "Come on, girl." And like I carried her out and I was like, this is not real life. Like, this is insane. This is crazy. So then I just, like, started to remember. Like, every time we would go to the bathroom, I would be like, remember this.
Yeah.
Remember this, because this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then...
But in that moment, like, did you already know, like, oh, I'm going to make a film out of this?
No.
Or you were just kind of like how I have, like, a list in my phone of, like, icks. You have, like, a list of, like, bathroom core memories.
Yeah,
okay.
well, it was so, like, this is, like, not real life. This is so ridiculous. And also, who goes to the club with crutches? Like, you're dancing? Like, it all was silly. And so then I was like, silly things always happen. And then I started asking, like, my girlies, like, you have crazy stories that have happened in there? And they were like, yes, like, I do. And then they would tell a story, and I was like, this is universal. Like, this happens to me, but it happens to everybody. And I think it's hilarious. And it also, at the same time, is like, girls are like build each other up in the bathroom.
They really do. Because it's like, I always tell someone too, which, like in life you have these like massive presidents, right? You have crazy like CEOs, but it's like at the end of the day, like we all have to, excrete. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like at the end of the day,
you're
like
no better than the toilet.
When we're eating that like creamy enchilada, like we know what's gonna happen. And so it's
not where I was expecting you to go with that.
You can have like the Instagram huge influencer that's, and then you have like the soccer mom and whatever, and like, they're both crying in the bathroom at the same chat. Like, it's just so humbling,
Yeah, totally.
The lowest of the lows and the highest of the highs happen in the bathroom.
Literally.
No, it is true. I have been on the ground in the bathroom, and I have been standing.
Wow.
Yeah, and I just like was like, I think this is so funny, and so I just I kept making notes about it, and then one day I was like, I'm just gonna type it out. Yeah. And I was like, I've never written a script, but like Paige and I have been like doing stuff together, like literally since we've known each other in the 6th grade.
When you say doing stuff, is that like films? Like you've had fake weddings and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, that one's on the roster. I haven't done that yet.
That's coming up.
But yeah, we always just been doing like silly stuff, and then like Paige is like a really good director and like, cinematographer, so we've done a lot of stuff there too. But then I was like, I'm around with so many friends that like write scripts, like just like try to do it. And so then I typed it in like one sitting, and I was like,
wow,
yes.
one sitting.
Yeah, I was like,
shoot, what was the beverage of the, what was the snack during that sitting?
Coffee,
like,
girl.
Shout out to Big Mamas. Unsponsored.
Yeah, and then I just like had it, and I was like, hell yeah, like I finally just wrote it. And then Paige and I were talking, and we were like, we should enter Five Fest, which is like a competition associated with Sato 48.
Yeah.
And we were like, what should we do? Like,
so back it up for someone who doesn't know much.
Let me keep talking.
No, it's okay. No. So Five Fest, like where is that located at?
Springfield.
Oh, it is Springfield.
Yes.
Okay.
It's Springfield and the Ozarks, so kind of like Branson, Springfield.
And then people
area.
like pay to go watch everything?
Yeah,
I guess
it's an event. So Sato 48 is like a 48-hour film challenge event. And then they have a new event called Five Fest, which is a film under 5 minutes.
Okay.
And so Ladies' Room
was under 5 minutes?
Was under 5 minutes.
Oh my gosh, what a euphoric experience. I was like, that had to be 20. I was like, there's no way.
The version that we showed at Elwood was like 6 minutes and 43 seconds.
Oh, okay.
I almost said 44.
I'm seeing a matching
Yeah.
tattoo here of that time. That's kind of cute. Oh my gosh. If you get it, tag me. Like,
Yeah.
You should get it too.
Yeah.
don't tag me with a good time.
There's
Like,
a
oh my
tattoo
God.
shops like every
Let's
single
go.
place here.
Yeah,
Right,
seriously.
actually. That'll be a dope after pod pic. Okay, keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, sorry. So actually the version that we showed was just like a little longer.
Okay.
But we made like a 5-minute version for Five Fest.
Gotcha.
And it was just like Paige was like, let's just do ladies' room.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, like we
Yeah.
can make it like now, like not like in forever in the future.
Yeah.
So you just had this script, but there was no timeline of like, oh, we're gonna make it. It was just kind of like, you know, well, I have all these ideas. Let me just flesh it out and then put it in this cabinet and then never open it, kind of thing.
Yeah, I was like, well, we will film this someday, but
Yeah.
I really have no idea when. Like,
okay.
the stars will align.
Yeah.
You know, something will happen, and
She's gonna have one more
Yeah.
ladies' room experience and be like, "That's it! Like,
Yeah.
I have to make it now." Yeah.
seriously. And then like we would like go out, and then we'd be like, let's look at the bathroom. Like, while
We
we're
were
out.
scouting constantly.
Let's, like, look at the
We were like watching people in the bathroom be like, what happened to you this time?
Yeah, what did they do? Like,
so
what were they
good.
talking about?
That is so funny. You gotta go to Nashville. Those bathrooms are crazy.
Oh.
So, but also be
That's
really
ladies' room
careful.
2.
Ladies' room 2.
Yeah, take 2.
Yeah.
Take it to Nashville.
Take it on the road.
Like,
Like,
yeah.
traveling to. Yeah. Anyways, sorry. We just spiral.
Yeah.
Okay, so Paige obviously
Yes.
is being a good friend. She's like, Queen, you have
Yes,
this great
do it.
script. Like, we have to
Yeah.
make this come to
Yes.
life.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
So when was that? What month was that?
because what month is it?
April.
now?
It's April. I know. Time flew by.
It was
May.
probably January,
No way. Like, this has been.
Really? That we talked about it?
maybe December.
December. Christmas.
Probably.
It was
Oh,
definitely.
yeah.
It was only like 3 months
Wow.
ago. Well,
Oh yeah, because
Before we filmed it,
Yeah.
yeah.
but we filmed in like
March.
March. Oh yeah, because we filmed just before it was due.
We filmed very end of February.
Oh.
Yeah.
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 Wow. Wow.
Yeah, we filmed in 2 days.
Yeah.
That's
That was
insane.
that was another crazy part because the script was originally 12 pages long.
Yeah.
And Hannah, like, this is her directorial debut.
Yes.
And so whenever
Yes, Queen.
whenever we were talking about
There we
it,
go. Oh my gosh. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
since we were both producing it together, we were talking about like logistics and like how we could do this. If we wanted to do it for Five Fest, we only had 1 day or 2 days of filming in that location.
Yeah.
And so we were like, how do we fit 12 pages of shooting
Yeah.
into 2 days on location, which is like impossible. Like, I
Right.
feel like usually you get through like 2 pages of script
Yeah.
If you're
per
lucky.
day, and that's like a good day. So we
Yeah.
were like, I
was just like,
remember,
"Hannah, you gotta cut this
Hannah,
down."
you gotta cut this down. We will die if we try to make this.
I was like, I don't want to.
But we ended up making like a really, really tight like shot list and like shortened up the script just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And we just like cranked through on Saturday. Specifically,
Wow.
Saturday
Yeah.
was just like all day shot, next shot, moving on.
Yeah.
Wow.
But got everything was good.
Yeah,
we didn't
it was
cut
crazy.
corners necessarily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of
Absolutely
nuts.
insane. Super nuts. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, it just looked amazing. And so when it came to, you know, reaching out to like the venue and all the props and like the actresses, I mean, which tune in my solo pod because I'm talking about my recent video shoot. And also shout out to Love Brand for the custom merch. I love you guys. You're
That
the
is
best.
cool. I
Thank
noticed
you.
that
Really
like
cool.
right
They hooked
away.
me up.
Yeah.
All the tea is going to be in the solo pod. You guys
Yeah.
got to listen.
Yeah, and I like this colorful friend.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Nick and Lucas know what's up. Oh, you haven't even seen the. Have you seen the back? You seen the back? Okay. Anyways, though, like for me to just get together like 8 people is such a struggle. So for you to, I don't even know how many actresses. Like how did that even? I mean, what did the planning look like on that
Yeah.
bad boy? Like,
I feel like there was a lot of pre-production
Yeah.
so that it would go smoothly on the day of.
yeah.
There were
Totally.
probably 15
Yeah, maybe.
15 girls and then
Okay.
3 boys
Yeah. And then is this like a group chat? Like, how'd you guys organize everything?
That was all Hannah.
It just somehow happened. Organization is not my strong suit. Like,
Same.
it is not. So it was just like, honestly, like over a year ago, there was this like event called like the Women in Film like meetup. And honestly, like ever since then, like we've met a lot of people, and like that was like the key to that. So
Yeah.
Thank you guys for doing that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm hitting the wrong buttons. There we go.
It's all exciting.
This is the one that I need. You guys, you love the plot. I love it.
Yeah. So we like,
yeah.
we went there, met a lot of people, and then we've been working on this feature-length film that Paige wrote and
Wow.
all this stuff.
Oh my God.
So that's through that we've been meeting a lot of people too. So I kind of like, we have, and a lot of them were just like our friends.
Yeah.
So I like put a thing on Instagram, and I was like, people want to be in this. And like people we've met were like, yes. And then our friends, I was like, you need to be in this.
Yeah.
You have
Like
to.
I have a couple friends.
That's what friends are for. Like the ones that are really locked in. It's like, so I'm gonna need you to help
Yeah.
me move on this day.
Yeah,
You have to
You're
be
not,
there.
There's nothing else for you
No
except for
choice.
this.
It's like,
Yeah, and I had
That's
a couple
why I'm
friends.
in it, because I didn't have a choice.
Oh, seriously, like a couple friends, aka like Paige, my other friend Kylie. you know,
Yeah.
they're not really like Paige is not really in front of the camera very often because all the tech stuff.
Yeah.
And then like Kylie's just not like a film girl. But I was like, I need you guys in this film because this film is also for me. Just feels
Yeah.
like a time capsule piece, and
Yeah.
I want all of my friends that I have access to like visually be in this because it's just really special. And
well,
I
it's
wanna
like who
see
you
it.
would be with
Yeah.
in the ladies' room,
Exactly.
like when you go out and stuff like that. Yeah.
And so many times being out, like Paige and I have been together,
Yeah.
And so that's why, I was like, oh yeah, we were in the stalls next
Yeah.
to each
Yeah.
other.
Throughout the
Just-
whole film, we're little buddies in it.
Yeah. It just was
No,
like,
that
it was
so
just
cute.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Needed
Super
it.
sick. So then everyone who does it is like kind of like volunteer and stuff like that.
Oh, it's all volunteer.
No, that's awesome.
It'd be cool if we could pay people.
Right.
It could
but
be cool if we got paid
support
too.
local. I mean, everything's a journey.
Yeah.
So these film festivals, though, do you get paid if you get if you win or something like that? Right. I mean,
Yeah, there's some money.
They have a prize pot, and I think it's each category they give a check based upon the level of that
Nice.
prize.
Yeah, and for
So-
Five Fest, the categories are just genre.
So
Okay.
best comedy, best action.
So which
best
one are you
drama.
guys submitting for?
Comedy.
Comedy. Yeah. I was like, I don't know if it's like
Drama.
is girly pop an option or
Girly pop.
The Barbie category.
Wow, I wonder what kind of films would be in that.
I would like to watch them.
We can totally break it down. Yeah, seriously. Super cool. So obviously, me having a podcast, people are always asking me like, is this a hobby? Like, what's your end goal? I'm like, yes, Sarah, like, obviously I want to do that full time and like make lots of money and like
Yeah.
live, laugh, love. But,
Yeah.
but the thing about it is like, it's business. It's like you want to make money, you want to like vibe out and grow. But at the end of the day, if I have one listener and I don't make any money, I'm
Yeah.
still going to do it because I love to do it. And
Yeah.
so, the hustle, the grind, the money you put in is such a huge element. Can you talk about like really what your end goal would be with film and what that looks like for both of you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you start paying.
Okay. I mean, I agree. Like if I was not getting paid to do this, if I was the only one that was making films for myself, I would still do it.
Right.
Absolutely, because it's something I love to do, and I think it's something that brings value to my life, and so therefore, like I just want to keep doing it and keep doing
Yeah.
it.
It's addicting.
It is. Like I always say that like being on a film set is like truly addicting because it's like you're working so hard, putting in so much work and effort, and you're making something that like only you can like bring to life. Like
Yeah.
that vision is coming from inside of you, and so everything that's like a result of it is like the work of your own hands, and it's
Yeah.
like so gratifying to see that. I think any artist can feel that. Like,
Right.
anything you create is like really deeply personal and really cool.
Yeah.
Because it can be really hard to like have tangible success. But like when
Yeah.
you have a product, you go,
Yeah.
Right.
we did
yeah,
this.
Yeah. So yeah, I would say it's exciting to be creating stuff just in general. So it's its own like I always say it's not about like a means to an end. It's an end in and of itself. But it is nice to also have other ends. Like
Right.
someday to maybe be able to create like a film that has like a budget that other people are executive producing. that would be a goal of mine.
Yeah.
To have
And that means
someone
other people pay for it.
Yeah, someone
Right.
else pays for it.
Breaking that down, the listeners were wondering.
So that's a goal. Which
Yeah.
right now, the film that the feature film that we're working on, we've had a lot of people that have donated to help support that,
amazing.
which has been really cool.
Yeah.
Super cool.
But the next goal above that would be like a production company coming in and saying,
Yeah.
hey, we want to pay for this, and then we'll distribute it,
Period.
Yeah.
get it out to the world for you.
Yeah. And it's so important to have those. Like, I think it's a balance between, man, I just did all this. Like, I need to just kind of enjoy it, you know,
Yeah.
like celebrate it, revel it. Because sometimes I'm like, wow, Morgan, you just had a 2-year podcast party and did all these things. But I'm
Yeah.
like, but it's not good enough. And it's
Yeah.
like,
What's next?
but shut up, because 13-year-old Morgan is like, oh my gosh, you
That's
know,
so
like, that was
cool.
so
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
But so it's a balance of, like, you know, loving it and also kind of being like, all right, what's next? Like, what's next? One thing about me is that I don't play games unless it's ping pong at Classics Yard. Classics Yard is Springfield's #1 social sport and game center. It is located in the back of Classic Rock Coffee Company headquarters and next door to the Riff. Coffee, sports, music, what more could you want? Located at 1900 West Sunset Street in Springfield, Missouri. Be sure to check them out, play some games, and reserve your event today. Visit www.classicsyard.com. What's the next challenge? What's the next, how
Yeah.
to get better, you know, and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Totally.
Totally. I feel like at least for right now, more like our like what next is just like what's the next film we're gonna make.
Yeah.
Like where will this go? It's like hard to say. Don't know.
None
But
of-
like
yeah.
it's just really like so fun, and it just feels just like addictive, and it's just like So it's really just like what's next? Like after we
Yeah.
finish this film, like what's the next film we're gonna make?
Yeah.
What will we do with that? I don't know. Like I guess we'll finish it and then we'll do something
Do
with
another
it.
one.
Right.
One thing that I always say is like filmmaking is one of the most collaborative art forms because like you can't do it alone. Like you
Yeah.
have to have at least an actor. You have to have
Right.
someone running camera, someone doing sound. Like you have to have people to make it work.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's cool. Is like
Super cool.
you have to work with other people and like let each person bring their own skill set and
Yeah.
their vision.
And it's like every single creative thing that people can do is like in film. It's like, oh yes, you've got
like
like
a
this-
visual
yeah.
medium.
It's like
music,
everything.
Yeah.
composition, costuming, hair, makeup. Like
Right.
anybody who's an artist can
Yeah.
contribute.
Just
Yeah.
makes
To
me wanna
filmmaking.
cry. It's like, oh, it's so beautiful. Like everyone's so good at what they do.
I love that. Do you guys ever feel, so I know for me, you know, I'm just, you know, making it relatable for myself.
Yeah.
It's like not narcissistic.
Like about me again.
No, but I know in the beginning of the podcast, when I would do like solo episodes, it was really vulnerable, and I'm like, I don't know who's all listening, and
Yeah.
and it's just kind of like, but that's part of your art, is you're sharing your story, you're sharing your experiences, and so when you release a film, especially like your debut, were you anxious at all, being like, oh my gosh, will people like this? Like, this is me, you know? And maybe it's less of that since it's more collaborative, but like, can you guys speak to that at all? Like
Yeah.
being really vulnerable and having that like exposed through your art.
Yeah, I think it's different for like the different genres and stuff, because like, and also in Ladies Room I wasn't really acting, so it was like different kinds of like vulnerability. I just like, for this, because it's like a comedy, I just was like, I need people to laugh.
Yeah.
Like I think
She's
these
like,
are
Paige, just be ready in the back.
like yeah, like
Like intro music. Ah!
yeah, group think that those
we need
people
that. We need your little
your laugh track.
Yeah.
laugh track.
There it is. I'm doing it for 2 years and I don't know which. I'm gonna have to like, put like emojis on the buttons. My God.
This one laugh.
Sam from iCarly would never. Like,
It's funnier actually.
Each time we say something funny, you go, but
I'm so bad. I've done this like, this is a sidetrack, but like people will be like, yeah, my mom, like I lost her when I was 6, and I'm like, you're like, I'm so bad, but I'm like, how did that make you feel? I'm so sorry, but like my finger just slipped. Like,
You go.
I'm so bad, but it's just like, you come on the podcast, like, you know I don't mean it, but also I was like, you know what to expect. Like, sorry. Back to you.
So don't say anything super vulnerable. Or
No,
else
I
you're
love
going
it.
to
Like,
mock
we'll
us.
pause, we'll hit the button, and then we'll
Yeah.
dive into it. It's kind of
Yeah.
like this cadence effect. Like,
Yeah.
I get you. I get
yeah, you know what I'm saying? You gotta
Yeah.
find the humor a little bit.
It's okay.
Right?
Whatever happens, it's all right.
Thanks.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just feel like with like Ladies Room specifically, I was like just anxious that people like wouldn't laugh. Like honestly, because like there's nothing worse than a comedy that's like not funny.
Yeah.
It's like that's like so painful.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I like want people to like laugh at the spots that I like set them up to laugh. It's kind of like just like an experiment.
Right.
It is. You're like, I think this is funny. I think it's set up nice. Let's see if it's like received.
Right.
And people laughed.
Oh
and
yeah, I was cackling
yes!
the whole time. What was it? What part inside ladies' room were you like, this is my favorite thing? You know, is it like the crutches moment? Like I was waiting for like bow ties on there. I know that's such a trend. Like, what was your favorite part of it? Yeah.
I don't know. I really just like I really loved being on that set. It was just great because it was like all my friends and like and like working with Paige. It just is like not bliss, but it feels like that too.
Yeah.
You know. But I really loved the shot of our friend Maddie when she cracks the straightener over her knee.
Yes. So good. So good.
That was
like-
a one take.
Yeah.
And that was because we couldn't redo it because she broke the hair straightener.
Right.
Yeah, and my roommate Taylor, she's just like amazing. She did all of the props. Like
Wow.
I like went to Home Depot and like bought PVC pipes, and then she put them together, painted it, put all the stuff on there, and she like that pipe that was ripped from the wall. She like secured that to the wall. She like put spots on the wall to make it look like it was ripped, and she put like chalk inside, so the, like when she ripped it off, it looks like the drywall came off. And like she hand painted like that Orange Rules sign, like she did that from white paper.
Wow.
And like and that the trash can with the oranges, she did that. Like
let's talk about that.
so I'm not answering your question. I'm excited.
No, this is perfect. This is an unhinged podcast. Like it's whatever.
Yeah.
The oranges, I loved that. I loved it. But like, what was the? Sorry, what was the? What was that?
What is that?
It's kind of like
Is that your like your mark?
yeah.
Like Orange Productions? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like an ongoing thing that we've always done, like in any film that we work on together. It's
Yeah.
called Citrus Studios.
Love.
And so
Yeah.
every film that we've ever worked on, we have like citrus.
Something.
So how did
somewhere.
that name come up? Citrus Studios.
We've always said that Hannah and I are so similar but so different. So
Yeah.
we're like lemons and limes.
Okay.
And so I'm the lemon. She's actually more an orange than she's a lime.
Yeah.
But
Slay.
Yeah,
so
it's just
lemons and oranges.
yeah, and to really nail that home.
Nail it, yeah.
I just actually love oranges.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
I love them. I got a little tattoo of an orange.
Okay, that's cute.
You know, and
yeah.
then and Paige like loves lemonade. She's always loved it. She's
Okay.
also like a little blondie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a very like yellow lemonade.
Yeah, yellow's your
everything.
favorite color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it just kind of like, I don't know.
This reminds me of me and my best friend because
Yeah.
honestly, same aesthetics.
Yeah.
And same thing. You know, she's same. I love it. We love a good.
Yeah.
Like,
Totally.
Yeah.
And it's just like really fun, like an Easter egg of like having citrus in every film. Like
Oh, I loved that. I was like,
sometimes
this is so
it's
weird. I love it.
less
Like,
obvious,
Yeah.
but like
But every film
Yeah.
you'll see an orange somewhere in that film.
That's
Yeah.
so good.
keep your eyes ready.
This
good.
one
Keep your eyes
is
peeled.
especially prominent in the ladies' room. There's
Yeah.
like an insane amount of oranges,
I
but I
know.
think it's an absurdist comedy, so it makes sense to have an absurd
Yeah.
amount of
Well,
oranges.
I was like sitting there and I was like, do they almost like the rule of the ladies' room is I have to eat like take one that's like
Basically, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
if
that
you
was
could have
awesome.
lingered on the rules longer, like
It said it?
It says the rules. It's like you sit on the toilet, and then you read this, and then you're supposed to grab an orange. You have to wipe your hands because
Okay.
yucky bathroom.
right.
And then we were gonna film this, but we ran out of time. But it's okay. But then you're supposed to grab the orange and roll it under the stalls, and
Oh.
whoever walks in receives that orange, and then you can eat it in line. You can share it. You can throw it away.
Wow.
You can do whatever you want with that. But it's kind of like a party favor, and it's also just like it's fun.
No, it's super fun.
It's like world building.
yeah. I mean, we're all low in vitamin C. So
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
my God, it's like we probably would have less stomach pain if we
Yeah.
all had an
I
orange in the
wonder, would
bathroom.
oranges like help if you're like drunk at a party?
Oh, maybe.
Hydration?
I mean, I feel like it can't hurt.
Honestly, probably.
Unless there was a fight.
Because they always bring like oranges to soccer games.
Yeah.
That's true. That's actually
She's like the
fair.
sequel.
Yeah. It's just like, what kind of bathroom would I want to be in? The
Right.
bathroom
That
that,
has
we
oranges.
created, that's the bathroom I want to
Yeah.
be in.
Yeah. That was good. So we're going to break it up a little bit, little quick pause in the episode. the girly pop questions, as you guys know.
Pause.
So if you were to be, okay, maybe not that question. Not yet. Okay, so inspirations in terms of director, actresses, like who do you look up to? Whose work do you really like? Like whose scream do you try to copy? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I don't want, you know.
Scream?
I saw that like Sydney Sweeney answered that or something for something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But like, yeah, who do you? I don't even like her like that. Like sorry,
like that.
So I was team mad at Euphoria. So
I need to watch that. I still haven't watched Euphoria yet.
yeah, that's crazy.
Neither.
But really,
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like you guys would be into it, but
Yeah, everyone was like, ladies' room is very euphoria. This is so euphoria. It's so euphoria. Gems.
you're like, actually, it's ladies' room. And
Actually,
Yeah.
it's its own thing.
yeah,
I mean, it's stylistic. Thank you.
stylistic. Okay, yes. So like inspo people you look up to. I don't know.
Yeah. I myself am a Greta Gerwig stan. I love
Yes.
Greta Gerwig. My favorites of her are definitely like Lady Bird era Greta. I love all of Greta's stuff.
Right.
But like Lady Bird like has a very like special place in my heart. It's just a very like coming of age film, and that's very much my vibe.
Yeah.
I usually do like drama coming of age. So definitely Greta. And I honestly have a lot of like women filmmakers that I like look up to.
Yeah.
And just like women producers. So even Margot Robbie. I'm not just on like
Oh,
a Barbie
stop.
train right now.
No, but like
But like
Margot's
Margot
slay.
Robbie, like she's an
She's
amazing.
a whole mom. And
She's a
married,
whole-
and she's out here like another
She's been
blockbuster.
doing lots of like producing.
Yeah, she's an amazing
I
producer.
keep
Yeah.
seeing her little name everywhere.
So she's one of them. I had a dream that like I met her and I like
Wow.
got to work for her, and I was like, this is a dream.
Wow,
come
that's
true.
awesome.
Um,
I had a dream I got this restraining order against me. Like, listen to the solo
is that
pod.
true?
No, guys, no, it's not true.
Well-
Please, so for real.
no, it's not true.
No, it's not true. Moving on.
Anyway,
Go.
but yeah, those would be the two that I'd mention now. I probably could think of more, but those are the first two that I always
those
think
are
of.
some heavy hitters.
Yeah.
So that's good. That's good.
Yeah. I feel like I'm not gonna lie. I'm
okay.
very
Drake and Josh. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Like,
I
actually.
actually did watch that show. Yeah. But I feel like this is so embarrassing. I always feel like I don't say his name correct.
It's okay.
Taika Waititi.
Taika Waititi.
Taika Waititi.
Taika.
Taika.
Yeah.
Taika.
I have no
Waititi.
idea how to say that. So.
I feel like I don't know if I could like say he's like my favorite director, but I really liked Jojo Rabbit that he did.
Okay.
I feel like it hit a lot of marks that I enjoy in film and like creating. It's just like stylistic, really funny, but
Yeah.
it's like a serious topic.
Yeah.
And I like telling like real like I just like that. I like
Yeah.
hard things that are delivered with comedy.
Yeah.
And all the while like the film is stylistic and the music matches that style, and it's just like fun to watch, and you feel like you want to cry, but then you're laughing, and
Yeah.
then you're like, should I laugh right now? Like, I think that's wrong. And
Yeah.
it's like I like that he
Like
messes
me
with
hitting the button.
audience.
I'm just
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Like I love how he like confuses
Yeah.
the audience with how you're supposed to feel, and I like that. It's like just decide just decide.
No, I
Yeah.
love that because it's like, you know how it goes, like Missouri bipolar weather. It's like 1 minute we are in this like tornado, and the
Yeah.
next minute it's sunshine and we're happy and we're petting a dog and we're in the park. You know, it's
Yeah.
just kind of like this.
Yeah.
But I like when it's just, I like that. I like that style a lot.
I think like Phoebe Waller-Bridge, she did like Fleabag.
Yeah,
she has like
nice.
a quote.
She's
I'm gonna
silly.
like botch the quote, but she said something like, "Comedies are the best way to like get to people's cores because
That's
you
good.
can like trick them into laughing with you while you like hit them over the side of the head with like
Yeah.
drama. Like you can make them feel something while they're laughing because people are more vulnerable when they feel safe to laugh at something."
yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
You didn't murder that at all.
No,
That was
good,
not the
yeah.
quote at all,
On the
but
dance
that's I
floor.
think what she meant.
Yeah,
No,
I feel
that's
like
good.
comedy is like something you can easily hide behind, like, and let that do all the like the razzle dazzle. But at
Yeah.
the same time, it's also like a good tool
Yeah,
or whatever.
for sure.
But anyway, that guy, and then like for acting, I feel like I always really like. I always like Emma Stone.
no,
Yeah.
she's so cool.
Yeah, and I like Anne Hathaway.
Hannah's very Emma Stone
Yeah.
coded.
I feel like I like
She's
resonate.
a queen. She's a baddie.
She's
Yeah.
like a full body actor, and I feel like
Yeah.
you're a full
She's
body
like-
actor.
Yeah, and she was recently in that. Oh my gosh, the
Poor
Wi-
Things. Oh,
Not Poor Things.
La
The
La
show.
Land. A show.
With Nathan
Oh.
Fielder.
The Curse.
The Curse. Have you seen The Curse?
I have not.
Super trippy. Greta.
Right.
She is like really good.
No, she's
just
so
gonna-
good because I think she's paving the way for
Yeah.
women and like in a way that's like not like a woman director, but like I'm gonna be amazing.
Like, she's just
remember
good at
my
what she does.
name,
Yeah.
woman director.
And one thing that I like absolutely love about Greta is she's like so humble.
Yeah.
And I feel like not a lot of directors have that like humility to be like,
yeah.
like here's what I'm bringing, and it's like really honest instead
Yeah.
of her being like, oh, I know better than everybody.
Yeah.
And that's what
Yeah.
that's one of the reasons why I'm like, I want to be like her.
Yeah.
She's just cool. She's
Yeah.
just like real.
Yeah. Let's peel the orange here.
Yeah.
So are you?
Ooh, okay.
Oh, good one.
Thanks.
You thought of that.
I was gonna say onion, then I was like, why didn't I say orange? Like, it's right there. Okay, relationship status. I love making people uncomfortable with this question, so it's like one of my favorite things ever. Because all my listeners know my woes, and they know. But I'm working on my own life, and I'm live, laugh, and loving. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about you guys? Are you like married,
laugh, loving?
taken, in a complicated situation that will require therapy later? Like where you at? Like where you at?
Oh God, I hope not.
You should lie. You should say something really intense.
Just like
actually-
I've been in a long distance jail relationship for 5.
It's kind of crazy.
He has life, but we're gonna be together in the afterlife. Like
in the afterlife.
that should be a movie. Like
Yeah.
Honestly, it could
Write that
be.
down. Write that down.
yeah.
I'll just scratch into my leg real quick.
That's intense. Okay, go ahead.
I don't have paper.
It's okay. No, okay. let's break it
Well,
down.
I actually was gonna say, whoever the person who helped me like sound mix and stuff, I actually have a crush on him.
Oh my gosh, stop. This is your is this the first time you're like saying this? Like does he
Declaration.
know or
The
no?
first time in a microphone.
Oh.
I'm so annoying. He's my boyfriend. But I
Dang,
talked to
that's
him.
tough.
There was such a good build
I
up.
talked-
Man,
to
I
him.
was really excited.
I know. I talked to him last night, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, you're gonna be on this podcast." And he was like, "You should just say that like you have a crush on me." And I was like,
Wow,
because
he thought that through.
Well, it's because
I was like,
that
babe, I'm making this about
full
me.
in the moment.
No, it's because I brought it up and I was like, should I not say that like you're my boyfriend and you helped me? Does that like discredit your talent? And I was like, should I just say like this guy I know helped me do this? And he goes, say you have a crush on the guy, and then it'll be like
he was thinking about views.
Yeah.
So we appreciate him for that. Like,
so I mean, I do have a crush on him.
yeah.
And he's
Well, that's
also
good
my
that you you're actively still liking him. That's
Yeah, I
really-
do like
It's
him.
really healthy and good.
Yeah,
I-
we actually met on Hinge, which is
Did you
nuts.
really?
And he lives in Fayetteville.
So how did that happen?
Long
You go-
distance jail
It
relationship.
kind of is long distance jail.
Because we know that Hinge is prison. Don't tell me those super likes go anywhere.
Yeah, I mean the distance is prison.
That's,
All right, who slid on who? Like, what was the line? What was the liner?
wasn't
Oh
it
my
about
gosh.
oranges? It was about oranges.
It was
wasn't
about oranges.
Okay, I'm sorry. I feel like you literally have to have like an orange wedding someday.
I
Like,
know.
Yeah.
At this point, it's almost ridiculous.
Yeah. Like it's like, why are you not an orange? Like,
Hannah's character of being the crazy orange girl in Ladies' Room is real.
No, I cast myself as that person because it's like not far off.
That's
Like,
good.
Just one more step.
yeah. Like
But-
me and like being cast as like a psych patient. Like,
Yeah,
I feel
Yeah.
it's pretty close.
Or you're the therapist because you're doing something like this,
Ooh,
but it's
right.
film.
You could run like
Oh.
a podcast in a psych ward. That'd be a cool story too.
That's,
my gosh.
that would be really cool.
that would be really fun content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have like a crazy story, and then at the very end, it would be like none of it was real.
Yeah. Ooh,
You know, it'd be
okay.
like, oh, this like I was a
Yeah.
murderer and I traveled, and then they'd be like, oh, Kathy, she's a mom of 3 kids and never left, Mansfield, and I'd be like, still sell it, sell it,
Yeah.
sell it.
This is a solid start.
Yeah, I get trust
Thanks,
issues,
bro.
but it's cool. Cool idea.
I get trust
Yeah.
issues too. Write that down. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, write that down in your
How
leg.
about the film is called Trust Issues?
That might be too on the nose. That might give it away.
How about issues?
That would make more
Comma
sense.
trust.
Ooh, okay.
Issues, trust.
Okay, say what you were gonna say.
Yeah.
Okay,
Say what you. I'm sorry. I love this because I don't really. I'm not saying that a lot of people in my life are not funny, but I'm just saying that like you guys are very quick with it, and I feel like I'm not usually around female energy that's
Yay.
like equally like, you know.
Because girls are stupid.
No.
And girls are not funny.
Okay.
Do a thing.
Every time a guy says that, when a guy is like, girls are literally not funny, like I'm like,
Just listen to my podcast, and then
I'm
you'll
like,
think differently.
You can't swing your golf club that far. I know there's no air in your tires, and I know you think that taking a shower cleans your shower. Like,
Yeah.
so I'm like, girls are funny. They're just not into you.
You got a hole in your tummy.
Yeah.
'cause
Funny
you're
ones are not into you.
Yep, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Literally. Sorry.
Um,
Where were you?
Yeah.
Okay.
How you met?
Yeah, how he slid in, or whoever slid in.
Oh yeah, yes. Well, he so on Hinge, you know, you got
Right.
your prompts, and one of the prompts is
Oranges.
it goes, I go crazy for, and I said oranges. You know, I was like, I go crazy for oranges. You know, and so he slid up on that, and he was like, it was just funny, and he was like, yo, girl, like, he goes, I'll go to the grocery store and buy all those oranges, and he goes, and then I'll come feed them to you at the asylum. Because I said I was crazy for oranges, and I hadn't even.
She's like, that's so hot. I'm like, I don't think I wouldn't even got like the asylum would have got. I've been like, oh my gosh, I'm never texting you back. Like, I'm like, are you? That would have gone so over my head. I'm not.
Like, this guy's just
fucking-
creepy.
Well, I thought it was really clever.
She's like, oh my gosh, he wants to take me somewhere. Like, well, I planned a date. Like,
He planned a date
Well, I liked it for
when
like
the bar is on the ground.
Yeah, well, I liked that he was like, I'll buy you all of the oranges in the store. I was like, yes. So
Like,
that
it
makes
wasn't
me-
one. It was
She's like,
Yeah, like
Oh,
that.
he's a
I
bitch.
love that treatment. And then he was like, I'll come visit you in the asylum. And I thought it was clever because, like I said, I go crazy for. And I didn't
Right.
even think about literally
Yeah.
crazy.
So honestly, he's probably a funny guy, and then
Yeah.
funny respects funny.
Yeah.
right?
I feel like he matches your energy.
yeah. And then we just had like good banter. And I was like, come visit me.
Yeah.
Do it. And then
Personal
he
question:
did
when was
it.
the last time you did eat an orange?
Oh.
Since it's just so crazy for him. Like, I had a,
It's been a
Disappointed.
couple days.
Oh my.
Oh, well, I mean, still in the same week.
Maybe
It's-
3 days.
We'll allow that. That's good. That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
I mean,
Yeah.
I have my roommate has oranges at home, and I
Okay.
keep like seeing them on the counter. I keep thinking about just taking one.
That's stealing.
Well, maybe tonight you just will.
Yeah. Well, I haven't. I have not, Taylor. Anyway.
Paige, what is
My
your
relationship status?
Yeah.
I also have a crush on the sound mixer, not the sound composer.
Okay, but
Yeah.
so
Different
you-
guy.
So you're dating this guy?
No, I'm married actually to
Oh
him.
Yes.
Yes!
Right one.
Look at you guys. Did you guys meet at C of O?
Yeah, first day. We didn't start dating, but
Well,
we did
that
meet
is-
first day,
Yeah,
and then
very evangel C of O coded.
Yeah,
but
I
slay
know,
queen.
I know.
You got that degree.
I know.
And a ring. I didn't even see
Degree
it. I didn't even see a ring.
Oh,
on you.
yeah.
That
It
is
is.
beautiful.
Show the
Thank
camera.
you. Oh my gosh, so cute.
I'm married.
Sales. No, I'm just kidding.
And I've forced him to help us with film stuff now. So now
Yeah.
he's our sound guy. Yay!
Wow.
Built-in sound man.
Oops. Oh well.
That's okay.
Very cool. So now, so obviously you guys have a type, which is like sound guys. Or it's just,
Well,
we
we
just
have a
forced them
type
to
of
be
making them do that. So we have a type of like,
A
they'll
type
listen
of-
to
it's
us.
like
really
men that
listen.
listen. That's our type.
Yeah.
so who slid on who in your case?
Definitely him. It was kind of like one of those things that it was a vibe where I was like, I kind of like him. I don't know. And then we're both really competitive, and so he was like, "Hey, like you want to play air hockey?" Because we were like all in like the student rec center,
Right.
So I was like, "Yeah, I'll play air hockey." And then we played, and I was like, "There's definitely like flirty vibes right now."
Yeah.
And so we tied, and we both had to leave like really soon after. So he's like, "We'll have to rematch sometime," and I was like,
Smooth.
That's good.
I guess we will.
Smooth
And so then
Jackson.
we kept rematching in different like competitions. So it was air hockey, and then it was like ping pong, and then
Right.
it just kept escalating until it was like, okay, we've been hanging out a lot, and then he asked me out. So
There you go.
Yeah.
Wow,
So
that's
cute.
cute. Look at you guys.
Yeah.
out
And we should
here.
name our boys, right? They have names.
Jackson.
Yeah.
And Corbin.
He's like, what up, Corbin and Jackson?
Yeah.
Whoa.
What up, bros?
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Good
Very
job.
cool.
having a
Very
crush.
cool.
Yeah, good job.
Okay, so another transition, a little deeper question, which obviously, you know, consents everything here on the pod. If you want to talk about it, that's fine.
Yes.
All my listeners know we're very like mental health oriented. You know, what is something that you have mentally struggled with, whether it's like in your job, relationship, or even the film stuff? Like I know for me, last year there was a season of like burnout, and I was like, I'm so, like, you put so much into it, and then you get like X amount of views, and you spent all this money, and it's like, but then you love what you do, and you kind of go in and out of seasons. So whether it's like anxiety, depression, or whatever it may be, have you guys gone through something where it was really a tough season?
Yeah. Do you want to go first?
Trying to think, like,
I mean, yes. I'm just trying to think like the lens of it.
Yeah.
So I can go. Okay. I think for me, I've definitely felt that like burnout mixed with like, I'm in a profession where like my work is so deeply tied to my value that it's like, it's hard to separate the two a lot of the time, because like a lot of what I'm producing is either like a wedding video for a couple, which is like very much like something that I produced and I like filmed and edited for them, or it's a film that I like wrote and directed. So it's very much like personal and deeply personal. And so like everything that I make, whenever it goes out into the world, if it's not received delicately or like really well, then it feels very much like a
part of the vibe. Part of the vibe.
It's like a little bit of like a toll on like how I view my own value, which is so hard because like my work should be separate to who I am as a person. So it's not good to tie those two together, but I think sometimes I inadvertently tie my value to that. Yeah. So that's been something that I've had to like work on, is how to separate my value in my work and my value as a person. Yeah. So that's been like an ongoing thing that I've gotten a lot better now that I like have realized that that's an issue that I have, that I can like separate and be like, my value is in myself, not just in like what I'm capable of doing.
So what do you do to kind of help yourself separate? Is it kind of like you just talk yourself in the mirror, or like your mans are like, hey, I need accountability? Like, what does that look like for you?
I mean, I think having good support is always good, because I think whenever you have people who believe in you as a person as opposed to in what you can do for them, then it makes you
better preach,
realize,
girl.
It makes you realize that like you yourself are important.
That's
not
right.
Not just like what I can give to the world, you know?
Yeah, that's really good.
So good support, having, a good husband, I have good friends.
Stop.
I didn't say it.
Like, you guys, I'm like literally like, you guys are so slay. Like, come to my funeral someday. like come to Grace.
Wedding and funeral. Okay.
So I know. I want the circle of life.
Okay. Seriously, but like I will,
like, say for life, I mean it. Like,
I mean it. But I'll always preach that like if you have people in your life that like value you, then like it's so much easier to like approach any situation, because like it helps build your esteem, because you know like how important you are to at least one person.
That's
and
good.
It helps you realize like, okay, I have value.
Yeah.
In general, because this one person can love
especially
me.
in this like social media world where it's like, build your brand, your followers, and it's like it's so hard, because you're like, man, I want to do my own thing with my own art, not have to like, I don't live for followers, right? But then it's like, wow, it's a really weird blurry line that we're all kind of on, I feel.
Totally,
yeah. I thought of mine. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I feel like it ends in like the same place. But I feel like for me, it's been more, I mean, just actually it's all like film stuff. But like more so with like acting, because like Paige and I's like first like real film that we did was like this film Magpie, and it was just like a drama, and Paige was like, she kind of called me up and was like, Hannah, do you want to act? And I was like, because you're my best friend and because I really love film, like, sure, but like I cannot act. And so
do you really direct too then? Like, you both kind of just direct?
Yeah, this was my debut by myself.
So you both don't really like to act?
I mean, I do like
Hannah
acting.
Hannah acts.
Now she's like, I had the Kool-Aid.
Well, now I do like it, yeah.
Okay.
In most of the films, Hannah's always like main actor in a lot of them.
Most of them. This is the first time,
Ooh.
But that was like really interesting, because I don't know, like just ever since then, it's very like, it's hard to feel like not a fraud, really. Like I just constantly have like fraud feelings all the time, and I think it's most prevalent when acting, because like when you're acting, it's like the cameras are on you and everyone is watching you, and you have to like really get out of your head and like perform,
Yeah.
and like you have to, and that has been something that's just like been like like who am I to do this? Like I am like, I'm a nobody. I am just like a random person, and like who am I to like do this and like think I'm doing it well when it's just like I didn't go to school for this or anything.
Yeah.
And then like, okay, I will act. But or just like in general, like producing or doing this, it's like, does my idea like matter? Like, am I an idiot? Like, am I so stupid? Like, it's just the constant like
imposter syndrome.
Fraud, yeah. And it's just like, I should just like not say anything. But then I always am like, nah, like just like say something, you know?
Yeah.
Like it like, and it ends in the same place. Like if you have like a safety net and like people who like believe in you and who like respect you, like there's so much safety in that. And like I'd be like, okay, I have this idea. What if we bring this bowl and like reflect water, like light, and it's like water.
Yeah.
And like, do you understand? And then like someone like Paige or could be like, okay, like that's interesting.
Yeah.
And be like, yeah, let's try it. Or like, I'm not sure it's the move.
Right.
And it's not personal. It's just like, I get it.
Yeah.
Thank you for like knowing me.
Right.
And like hearing.
And I think having like honest people in your life that you trust is also really helpful, because anybody can be blindly encouraging.
Yeah.
But if someone's like honest with you and are able to tell you like, yes, no, like
yes,
not good, yes, good.
Yes.
And you can trust that, I feel like that also helps a lot.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, your inner circle. And I mean, even my best friend, like with the podcast, I'll be like, hey, like, so many times I'm like keeping up with cash, like the cash thing. I know what happened in college. Is it cringe? But I know I'm 25. But is it cringe? Is it cringe now? And it's like, well, it's kind of too late now. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
but like,
just keep going.
yeah, but it's like the merch or like everything. I'm like bouncing ideas off this person, because if I get like 20 hate comments on YouTube, I'm like, okay, I don't know these people. But if my best friend is like, I don't like this, I'm like, okay, you're right. Like, because you know me and you know, because even if you launch it, you're like, I got your back.
Yeah.
If we did this together.
Yeah.
And so you're right. I mean, that inner circle is massively important.
Totally. And like, there's always something to hate. There's always something to criticize.
And you're a great actor and you're a great director. So do not let those little imposter thoughts. But I get it. I mean, now we're at a point where it's like, you can learn so much from YouTube. You can learn things. And there's certain things where you can't teach someone's creativity, you know? If that's how you were born, then that's not how you think. I mean, artists, musicians, like certain people, it's like they just got it like that, you know? So
totally.
And I think you guys got it like that. Like,
And I mean, I feel like, like you, like doing your brand and
get out of here. No, get out of here.
I mean, like, okay.
Leave, you're making me uncomfortable.
Just jump out the window.
Stay. Please. No, please stay.
Yeah, but like it is.
Don't drop out the window. Okay, I will. I only got partial insurance. Okay.
I don't.
No.
You're like, I don't have insurance, so I can't do that.
Yeah, but it's just like, it's honestly like, anytime you have to like step outside of your comfort zone, it is so scary. And like, I feel like the whole like film pocket has always been like something I've really loved, but it was never like serious. It was always just like, this is fun. I'm not really showing people other than like my family and like my one friend who cares, you know? But like,
I like that you pointed to me.
Yeah. But now it's just, I forgot where I was going with that.
We were talking like imposter syndrome. Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of the times I don't feel like I'm stepping out of my comfort zone, because I feel pretty extroverted.
Yeah.
And I feel like,
for sure. I mean, you guys are both very like out here. No, for sure. Yeah.
And it's just like, so I feel like things aren't like usually like horrifying. Like it might be a little scary, but like this whole film pocket, I will have surges of like terror and be like, what is going on? Like, is this even legit? Like, what is happening? And then it's like, literally does not matter. Like, at the end of the day, do you like what you're doing? Yeah. Yes. Emphatically yes. Do you like who you're doing it with? Emphatically yes.
Yeah.
What do you want from this? I don't know. I just like it. Okay. Everything's fine.
I kind of get that, because at my 2-year podcast party, we kind of had a live show. And like the first one, I don't know what the heck, I was just like, I want to have a networking event. I want to come out here. People will be like, who the heck is this chick? Like, this second year, I was like, let's have a live show. I asked my friend, and then we like we're just chatting, and we had, you know, Q&As. And I halfway through our live show, I was just like looking at the audience. I was like, is this narcissistic? I was like, anybody? Like we're mid question. I'm like, did I invite everybody to a party to ask questions to me for me about me? And I remember just being like, this is so awful and cringe. But then I was like, nah, like, we're having a good time. Like they came.
Yeah.
Seriously, it is that like that
That
like is this like
of
cringy?
like, stop
is
this,
this
don't do it. But I'm like, no one else is having a like, this is like so
people
weird.
are there to support, and you're having fun. So
Exactly.
it's like
people showed up.
Yeah.
Why did they do
exactly.
that? Because they wanted to.
Right. And people like to experience other people's creativity. Like,
Exactly.
you know, and it's like, oh my gosh, like I'd love to be in one of you guys like things.
Yeah.
Again, it feels like something like crazy. I
Yeah.
don't know. But you know, it's like I don't do a lot of film stuff, and I love just being a part of that world, you know,
Totally.
and like learning. And I had no idea there was such a group in Springfield.
Yeah.
And so
I know.
I think people can go and appreciate other people's creativity. So
Oh, totally.
stuff like that.
yeah.
But I know we're coming up to a close here soon. A couple of final questions. One, if you could be in a movie that's already made and replace an actor or actress or whatever, I mean, I know you're more the director vibe, but like,
If I had to.
you know, what would you guys choose?
Oh, it's I don't.
I feel like mine are always like really sweet movies. The first one that came to my mind was The Secret Garden.
Oh, that's
because
kind of
it's like
ethereal, yeah.
Yeah, and I
never
like
seen that movie.
it's a dream of mine to just like be in like a garden with like
Fairyland.
walls. Yeah,
I
fairyland.
totally see that.
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah,
That
like
looks beautiful.
I just would love to like lay there. I
Yeah.
guess like I'm thinking about the world, not about acting. But that's the first one that came to my mind.
Yeah.
Which is very much like my vibe. It's
I love
very
that.
like coming of age drama,
Yeah.
which yeah.
Hey, don't fix
I love flowers. I love
Yeah.
hippie.
I'm very hippie, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like this is not like it.
No, it's okay.
But
like it's fine.
I like something like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I watched that
Because-
yesterday. I'm not even kidding.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ah. I'm also reading The Hobbit, and
Hobbit's good.
I should be finishing tonight when I go home. so-
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Hold you to it.
I feel like Lord of the Rings just because like the world is immersive in itself. Like
Yeah.
you walk on set, everyone's in costume, and you're like, is this like for real? Like, am I
Yeah.
really in this time period though? And I feel like it would just feel very immersive, and it would just be cool to like look so immersive. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to look like myself. I want to look like a little bit of a creature.
yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I think that would be fun. And then,
Yeah.
especially Lord of the Rings, just like how they made that film with like so many people and like the special effects. I think I would just learn like a lot about world building, like
Yeah.
realistically. I
Yeah.
would be like,
Yeah.
and I would feel like time travel. Like that'd be
Yeah.
so cool.
I
Yeah.
also think another fun one would be Barbie, just
I
because
knew
like I feel like it'd
that
be
would have been so fun to work on.
like
though.
it'd be so fun to be
oh
with
my
like
gosh.
honestly not even for like acting in the movie,
Right.
but just like be around all those people.
Yeah. I know. It was
Like that'd be so
stacked.
cool.
I'm so
I feel
bad,
like that would be
yeah.
so fun if we did that.
Oh my god! I think I would cry
Let's do
every
it.
day. Let's do it. Let's build miniatures.
Let's
Yeah.
Barbie too.
I'm gonna give some like very basic answer. I'm gonna just be like,
Yeah.
Sharpay Evans, High School Musical.
Oh my gosh.
Totally. High School Musical 2.
Something like that would be really fun.
Or the fairy godmother from Shrek 2.
Oh my gosh. Those are good answers.
yeah, those are
Those are so
solid.
good.
There's like really no imitation.
Fairy godmother from
Yeah.
Shrek. That
When
is
she was like,
that is like
I need a hero.
that's burned into my memory. I was like actually thinking about that
That red
yesterday.
dress, like.
I literally
Yeah.
there's like do you remember did you ever watch the bonus features on Shrek 2? They had like
I think I had like the soundtrack. Like I
it was like an American
after
Idol
2, I was like,
episode.
yes, yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was thinking about that
Yeah.
yesterday.
Because after Shrek 2, it all went downhill, the franchise.
Yeah. I haven't watched any of it.
But
Yeah, I haven't seen the others.
yeah, Sharpay was just like, I mean, everyone was like, oh, Zac Efron was like my first crush. But then Sharpay, I was just like,
She's my first crush.
She would be really fun to act.
she's like the
absolutely.
Tara Yummy of,
Yes.
you know, when we were kids.
Yeah.
So I don't here for it. Well, you two queens are absolutely amazing, and I could literally talk to them all night long, but we don't have that much time in our SD cards. So, as we end every show, favorite song, favorite quote, and what do you want your legacy to be?
Oh, yes.
Be deep or not deep, whatever you're feeling.
You can go first.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Pop off, queen.
Okay, number one, it's not like my favorite song,
okay.
but I find that I listen to it pretty regularly.
Oranges? I'm just kidding.
It's Oranges by Oranges.
Produced, edited, directed by Oranges.
And acid, citrus.
Ooh, okay.
I think it's like Come, and it's by this like French artist named, well, I actually don't know how to say it, but
That's okay.
Jane, it's Jain.
Okay.
But like Jean, and it's Comme, and I just really like it. It's like and it always puts me in a good mood. I like it.
I like that for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you can check it out.
I will check it
It's
out.
fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and
Quote and then legacy.
a quote I just always really loved, like forever, is the more you learn, the less you know. And I don't know who said that, but it's really short and succinct, and it's just true.
Yeah.
Like, I remember the first time I heard it, I was like young, and I kind of like was like, I think I get it, but not really. And as I've gotten older, it's like, well, yes. Like,
Yeah.
every time you like, you think you got it, you like learn, just because you've been talking about film, like you
Yeah.
learn about film, and you go, oh my gosh, a producer and a director is different.
Yeah.
Why? And then you're like, oh, there are like a billion things. But if I would have never even looked at film, I never would have known this stuff. I didn't know it existed. And so I just think that's really awesome. Like,
Yeah.
I don't, because I always get afraid of being bored. And even that in itself is like, no, like you can't get bored. There's
Yeah.
always something else.
Yeah.
Which I like that.
That's good. That's good.
And a legacy.
Yeah.
I mean, that one is kind of harder.
I know. It's so deep. I'm so annoying, but
Honestly,
I love it.
no.
The legacy question's the easiest one in my brain right now.
And this is why you guys are friends.
Yeah.
The black cat, golden
Yeah.
retriever relationship.
Which
Yeah.
one's which?
Yeah, who's who?
Be so for real.
It's hard to say.
No, honestly, it's like, me and Eva were like, it's like black lab, golden lab, both retrievers.
Yeah.
Just out here.
It like flips, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like if I die, I would be happy if I knew that I like made people laugh and I made them just like feel better
Yeah.
about their space in the world, and to let people know that like life is hard, but it's really beautiful.
Yeah.
And so just like if like all of those things like I could just have all the
Yeah.
time, and like that's the energy that like goes off to like just individuals,
Yeah.
that would be really awesome. And I would die and be like,
Yeah.
I'm glad
I did my duty.
I did what I had to do.
Yeah, like I don't know,
that's good.
there's more to it, I'm sure, like,
No,
but
yeah,
I think
no,
I'd be
that's
sitting here
That's a
like,
good
talking for a
answer. I would give you an A for that answer.
Oh, thank you.
Another podcast interview about your legacy. You can go for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
That was good. That was
I'll
good.
sit with
That was
it.
good.
Yeah.
Yay, I hit the right button.
Yes.
Okay, Queen Paige.
Actually, as you were talking, that helped so much because I was like,
Yeah.
I found my quote.
When you were talking earlier, it helped me.
Oh, good.
I love that friendship. Oh my gosh.
The song is "As We Go Along" by the Monkees. It's very much a like me song.
Yeah.
I love it a lot.
Isn't it in Oddfellows right now?
It's not in, well, it can't be, but it's like,
In,
a,
like,
a
the rough-
temporary. Yeah, it's a temporary song at Oddfellows, which is the feature
She's like,
film
don't
that we're working
expose
on.
it.
Yeah, copyright
excited.
issues.
It's not like really in there.
No. It's like we just screen recorded it. That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
You're going.
But the quote is, it's probably not my favorite quote, but what I thought of, and I feel like is true to like what I'm about to talk about with legacy, is the "Life's What You Make It, So Let's Make It Rock" by Hannah Montana.
That's so cute. I love it.
I've
Like-
been a Miley fan and a
Yes.
Hannah
I
fan.
love Miley.
And oh my, I know. I'm like, I would drop a bag. Like, sorry, Taylor
Yeah.
Swift. Like,
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus.
Yes.
I'm team. I feel like you can tell. Who,
We have like a group chat talking about Miley. With
Yeah.
oh my gosh, send me the receipts because
Yeah.
like I love her.
Yeah.
So,
But like
Yeah.
truly, that quote is like a quote that I say to myself all the time because I feel like life's
Yeah.
what you make it, so let's make it rock.
everybody has mistakes. Everybody
Like,
has those days.
Exactly.
Like,
Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Everybody gets that way.
You can really tell. Yeah. I was like,
But I truly feel like in life, some people can let life get ahead of them and they can kind of be like drowning in whatever their circumstances are. And I understand that. And I know sometimes you can't control that. But I think a lot of the time, like, you can make life what you want to. So if you look at life positively, if you like look at life negatively, those will impact how you view yourself, view your life. And so it's something that, like, I'm very much a go with the flow, like, spontaneous. Like, I want life to, like, happen and I want it to be good. And so I feel like that's a quote that I say to myself all the time.
That's good.
Yeah. It's like,
that's good.
if this day sucks, like, I can change that. You
That's
know?
right. That's good. That's really good.
And then legacy.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, a bit of that on a little bit, just like we affect like how we perceive ourselves and how we interact with the world has a big impact on like our own happiness. So I would say that, like, having that positivity is really helpful in life. But, like, even more than that, like, I guess even like in a filmmaking sphere, I view it like when it comes to storytelling or anything like that, like, if you are authentic to yourself and are able to be being an authentic person in both, like, who I am and with what I create is something that's really important to me. So if I can create things that show the world a little bit of how I've viewed it in, like, my own perspective of how I see people and how I view beauty and how I view positivity, joy, sadness, anger, all those things, if I can create something that's authentic to that and, like, have the world see it in the way that I see it just for a little while and, like, impact someone just a little bit, I think that would be really special to me. In that way. And just, like, I think kind of like you said, just, like, spreading that kindness to other people.
That's good.
And, like,
we need that in life. There's so much darkness, especially in the film industry. So we need positive, healthy, kind, child protecting people, you know, in that world. So
that's a big thing. And even I'm not someone that's gonna, like, preach, like, oh, I'm a female and I'm a filmmaker. Like, I'm a female filmmaker, you need to look at me.
Right.
But very much so, like, I want to, like, be working with other women and like, inspire other women to also, like, just step up and, like, not be afraid to, like, do something because, you know, they're intimidated by it or anything like that.
Right.
So that's another thing is I want to get all of my friends to do the stuff.
Yes, that's good.
Yeah.
Don't be
That's
afraid.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, thank you too, Queen, so much for coming on the pod. Can you plug your stuff? Can you plug, like, the socials, the video, and, like, where they can, you know, when the release date of the next one or all the things? I mean, I don't know. Oh, this chick does marketing. But talk about it in a solo pod. Yeah, go listen.
Well, you can find our Instagram at studios_?
Dot.
Studios.citrus. Our production is Citrus Studios, but that was already taken on Instagram, so it's
like
Studios.citrus.
Yep.
I feel that.
Dot.
Okay.
And my Instagram is Hannah_HRZG.
Hers.
Perfect.
And mine's Paige.Jones.
Yes. And then Ladies Room is just on YouTube. How do they find that? Citrus Studios on YouTube?
It's in the bio for Citrus Studios. There's like a link of, like, a couple of our films, and then it's same, like, in my bio, it's like that.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's just on YouTube. Click.
Very, very cool. And then the new film coming out.
Yes.
When can we expect to see that?
So Oddfellows is the name of the feature film, and it's in post-production right now. We're working with some people to score it, so we're doing music.
Wow.
Which is also really
super
exciting.
cool.
Captain Sibley
And
and Claire Herzog, my sister-in-law.
Yes.
Vibes.
But we're working on it, and I'm hoping to have it edited by May or end of April, which is this month, beginning of May, and then we're hoping to get it distributed, like, early in the summertime, and hopefully have a theater release in Springfield.
Amazing. Hopefully I get that invite.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh my gosh.
You're invited.
I will wear
Yeah, you're invited right
anything
now.
you want. Oh my gosh, thanks you guys.
Yeah.
We'll have red
And I'm
carpet
just not
attire.
just saying that because you're here.
You're
Yeah.
invited to
You're invited.
my fake wedding.
Yeah.
And my life. My
your funeral.
My next podcast party
Yeah.
next
Okay.
February.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
yeah.
seriously, red carpet attire.
Okay, well I have a dress, right? Can I wear red? Because I have a dress.
You do it.
Yeah. Perfect. It's gonna be great.
You need to set the tone so everyone else knows what to do.
Exactly.
I'll show you the dress after this to be
Yes.
like, okay, tone set.
Yeah. Okay.
Tone set. Okay. I don't mind being like the fanciest in the room. Like if I have to, I could be like,
Which we'll go all out too. So
well,
it'll be us.
then
three.
I'll just blend.
I
then.
always think raise the bar. You know,
Yeah.
if you
Right.
want to be fancy, be fancy, and then
Right.
everyone will see you and go, "I wish I was fancy."
Yeah.
That's right. That's
They
right.
go, I'm underdressed. They're not gonna be
Yes.
thinking you're overdressed. They're gonna be thinking I'm
Exactly.
underdressed.
I want you to feel
good.
underdressed.
Yes, that's right. That's right. That's right. As we end, I'm not going to go all the way into it, but I'm going to say a quote because I got this random thing at a thrift store. I'm going to try to read it. It's like, without friends, life is like, oopsie, restart. Without friends, life would be like a garden without flowers. And that's how I feel. It's because I always feel like everyone's in a different season and we all deal with like discontentment in different ways. And really though, like having friends in life is just such a beautiful thing, like platonic loves, and people get each other in like different ways. So love it. Love you guys so much. Thanks for listening. Follow these queens on everything. Watch their films. Buy the merch. We're going to have really exciting things coming out. Pop-ups, all the vibes. But you guys just remember to keep on keeping up with cash. Okay. Love you. Bye.